And complete right side to Cook. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
.637.
On second down, here's Carr. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him for a loss of 4. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Down. 694.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Landry. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. First down, the run with Lynch. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal. And I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
On second down, Lynch. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
They go play action. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Carr gives to Marshawn, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
$6.94. Right now.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
29. 29. Down. It's up. 180. 694. 808.
Throwing now is Carr. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
Here now, Johnny Townsend on for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Landry now on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Shalik Calhoun in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
No, check, Patriot! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Washington. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Lucky 56. Gun!
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15 and the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bruce Irvin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Carr to throw. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
All right, here
reception, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield on play action. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Leopard.
They'll run with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for check downs or dump offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd down, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shalik Calhoun in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it this time. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely for a field goal attempt.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Davis coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Carr. And he rifles one incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Fielded at the 33. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield to the right side and complete to Njoku. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bruce Irvin able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. The Browns on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throwing, Mayfield, buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he's got another field goal, his fourth now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
And now here come the Raiders. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Carr, and Cook has it, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. He's
got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33.
29. Monday, down. 180.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Again, it's Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
637. Low.
Now Carr again. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken near the 13. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something's
and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go! Detroit! Blue 90!
Working out of the gun. Mayfield being chased out left. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
1st down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They pitch it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Darren Fells, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
All right,
A first down throw for Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bruce Irvin. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Detroit!
Mayfield now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Leopard! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Set! 3-19!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Landry, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Underneath for Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
34.
To throw again. Carr. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Purdue! Go. Get set.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Here we go. OP. 6-18. Now.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Carr now to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Watching that body. Gun.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd down, Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mayfield on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The quick slant caught. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. The pressure right. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over.